am I here with today?
Mohammed Bingati,
And for those that don't know, what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
real estate.
How long have you been in the business for?
16 years, 17.
And what are you doing in real estate?
Property developer. We're the guys behind the first Bugatti residences in the world, the first Mercedes-Benz residences in the world, and the first Jacob & Co residences in the world.
What was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
I would say almost $5 billion.
$5 billion. How did you scale out to a multi-billion dollar business?
Master the art of sales and marketing. Sales and marketing. It's everything. Yeah, so you got to focus on having a solid sales team, a solid marketing strategy, and then I would say equally as important is focus on your product. Make sure that you develop your product to speak for itself.
What's a hack for marketing that you could give to a business owner right now?
I mean, I could tell you the strategy I followed. So I always wanted to be omnipresent. So that's what you want through marketing. You want omnipresence. You want to be everywhere at every time and be known by everyone. And the way I did that with not so much resources in the beginning was to make the product market itself. How did I do that? I built this very specific architectural DNA or language that was used consistently across all the buildings. So in a sense, the buildings were the billboards. I didn't pay money for billboards. People would look at the building, realize the architecture, and know this is a Bingati product, let's say. And that's how the marketing started from day one without spending any money on the marketing. So it was more that the product itself spoke for itself. And you see this in the car industry, for example. If you look at a Bugatti, you can tell it's a Bugatti without being told it's a Bugatti. So that was sort of the strategy that I followed, the product market itself. And then obviously you develop other strategies. You build a team. I'm very big on digital marketing personally. I believe it's the best marketing strategy that exists right now. Yeah. So I'm not so big on traditional techniques.
You brought up how you've been in the business for 16, 17 years. A lot of entrepreneurs, they get shiny object syndrome. They want to diversify, jump from industry to industry. How important was it for you learning how to focus on one thing and stay in that game?
It was indispensable. I think it was the most valuable lesson I learned, to focus on one core and expand in that. I mean, in my opinion, that's how a lot of wealthy people make their wealth. I think one of the mistakes I made was diversifying into different sectors and not focusing on one core. Because I think you can diversify within the core itself. To give you an example, you could do luxury real estate, you could do mid-market real estate, you could do lower end real estate. You could do so many different product lines within the same core and achieve scale, let's say, in your business. So that's the lesson I learned.
So in other words, vertical integration.
Absolutely, vertical integration. Once upon a time, I did real estate, I did restaurants, I did a juice factory, I did so many different businesses, and then I learned that focusing on one and scaling that into a monster was the way that worked for me.
Do you believe in God?
Of course.
How important has faith been for you throughout your career?
Everything.
Everything.
I've seen miracles in my life. I believe it was all from God.
Actually, yeah.
100%.
Any advice to somebody trying to build and grow that relationship with God?
I mean, I was in a place in my life one day where I thought I lost it all and there was no solution for me. And